It's Resin Day! Spring and Easter edition. Okay, so on the first half of this video, on the deeper items, I'm going to be using, which are 2 items, I believe. I'm going to be using my deep pour. So for that, I'm going to mix up maybe 300 total. And I'm going to pour that, run that through the bubble remover, and while that is in the mold, I'll be working on the rest of them, so that way it'll allow time while I'm working with the other molds for the deep pour to release more of those bubbles that the bubble remover didn't get, or that I may have re-entered in the pour or whatever have you. Now, woo child, this is going to be a video because you saw everything that I have laid out. And I have no idea. I'm winging this one. I'm winging it. I've never done a deep pour and a regular pour in the same video. So I'm thinking my timing will be good. If not, I'll regroup, start over. You'll catch it all. Okay, so I have all of my resin mixed up, but before I put it in the bubble remover, I'm going to go ahead and add my pigment before I split it to go into the bubble remover. No need in, because they're both going to, it's all going to be white, so no point in mixing it in 2 different containers. So like I tell you, always mix your pigment paste prior to adding it to any resin product or mixture. And because I have 300 ounces, not ounces, milliliters, I'm going to have a nice little amount in it. I like to swirl it on the top to try to get some of the resin off, the pigment off the stick first. And that way I can kind of control if any resin is, not resin, if any pigment is on the bottom or not. So I'm going to sit this aside because I still have resin on there. Why I keep saying resin? I still have pigment paste on there. So if I need to add more, I can. But if I don't, then I don't have to worry about that stick. Now, is it to the opacity that I want? I believe so. But for good measures, now I'm going to wipe that off because I am reusing this stick. So you'll see the red, the yellow. I accidentally threw away the one that had the brown. No, that one broke. I didn't know my own strength. But do remember, this is wood. You could possibly get a splinter, so be careful when swiping or wiping your sticks. I'm not on really a time sensitivity with this resin because it is a deep pour. It is a looser resin. It takes longer to set up. Than your average resin will. Okay, so let's split this up. So I don't have a repeat of yesterday. I am not going as high as I did as far as filling the cup up. I do have a little left in there, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the machine and we'll be back. Okay. Okay, so I have those poured. Now it's time to move on to the rest of the pieces. So I am going to be using Jade Diction for this portion. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to do a total of 200. This is a 1-to-1 ratio, whereas the previous one was a 1-to-2 ratio. So, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to mix this up and I'll be back. Okay, so in hindsight, I might have not made enough, but we're gonna make it do what it do, and if I have to make more, I'll have to make more. That's the belly of the beast. Because the only one I actually had measurements for was this, and I didn't even look. So we're gonna do this bunny jar first. Let me go ahead and grab this because I know this is going to be off. Filter. Okay. Before I get too into it, let me squeeze these ears and put you back. Tetris. Can't see. I'll figure that out in a minute. So I'm going to start pouring this. Yeah, we're definitely not going to have enough. That's okay because it's just the small stuff that's left in that one tray. I'm going to have enough of this mold. if at all. And because this is the bottom, I'm not really worried about the fact that it's not completely full. Because of the simple fact, I have to seal in my branding labels. So I'll use that opportunity to kill that space on the bottom one. Alright, so I'm not going to let you, well, make you watch, but I'm going to mix up some more and polish off these little ones in the tray. Okay, so I'm going to add a smidget of this pigment. I'm going to dilute it with a little alcohol. Okay. You know what? Let me move this. All this pigment on there. Whoop! I was about to mess up. I'm going to watch that for a minute. Let some of that alcohol evaporate. Now we're going to do this one. That wasn't a clean pour at all. I might actually have enough. That bunny is getting away from me over there. Let me fix this and I'll be back. Okay, so let me try. I'm gonna put this in a smaller cup to make it easier. All right, so I have it in here. Ooh, this is still hard. I'm gonna try to turn it. I didn't really want to turn it because of that gnome. It's wobbly. No, I'm just gonna go on the other side. And I'm gonna need a dotting tool. Because see, we have to get into those. Just pour all of that, right? So now, for one, I know I overfilled it, but I know I still have to get into these little grooves. This is the hardest part about doing these intricate butterflies. Getting into the grooves. Now, squeegee time. Let me grab another. Let me go two. This is the only time I waste resin. On purpose, that is. Because sometimes the mold don't work, or it just didn't come out right. And that's technically a waste. Okay, so I think that'll do. Now my hope is that that is all the way down and that's all the way down. But that's one of those things I won't know until I demold. Now let's find something to do with this extra black and this extra blue. I mean purple. Ah, it broke off. I'm gonna come back to this one. It's these ears that's giving me problems. Okay, so this is a matte mold. I wasn't sure. Let's see, how we gonna dress this up? Okay, so I had to get Mr. to get it out because I couldn't do it by myself. I'm just a little old lady. So this is how that works. Isn't it adorable? Now, are we gonna leave this as is? I don't know. I don't know. So let me figure out how we're going to dress everything up. I have to figure out if I'm going to fix this or just take both antennas off and he just don't have antennas. Is a butterfly still a butterfly without antennas? Let me know in the comments. Okay.